Thank you for joining me. Chocolate chip peanut butter cookies? Okay, these are freaking fantastic. Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Corinne and I help people who are tired of the diet noise in the world get healthy, whether it be through my one-on-one coaching, my mini restart program linked below, or with recipes like these. And this particular one, a sweet treat, because being healthy and or getting healthy doesn't mean depriving yourself. I actually talked about that in a whole nother video. Check it out, I got a whole bunch of crap out there. And I say again, if you didn't hear me right, don't deprive yourself. When you deprive yourself, that's when you eat all the nasty crap that's not good for you, which is why these come into play, to have on hand, to have as a sweet treat, to serve to guests, whatever. They're freaking cookies. I'm going to get into it. I do have the recipe down below, some notes, so you're going to see me looking down because I don't want to forget anything. And these are so good. I just made a batch a little while ago, and then I'm like, duh, why not show you? Because they're so good. I couldn't not share this with you. So I'm doing this all over again. Feel free to double this up, which is what I should have done in the first place, or not, because now I get to show you. Let's do this. First ingredient we need is a cup of oat flour. You can use whatever flour you want. I'm using oat flour. I have rolled oats. I have a half a cup measure jobby that I always keep in here because I eat oatmeal like every single day for breakfast because yum and healthy and filling and good for your heart. 1 cup going into my blender. If you have a food processor in place of a blender, you can do that as well. I'm going to blend this into a fine flour. All right, going in the bowl. So we're starting with the dry ingredients. So the next thing I'm going to add is a half teaspoon of baking soda. A quarter teaspoon of salt. I have a third cup of brown sugar. So normally when I sweeten my recipes, I will use my pure maple syrup, not pancake syrup. But in this case, I've tried it with and without, and it needs the third of a cup of brown sugar. And I shop at Aldi, so I'm using the organic light brown sugar from Aldi. Third of a cup going in. A hint of cinnamon. It adds to it, trust me. I'm not measuring, so if I had to guess, quarter of a teaspoon. It just adds to it, trust me. Okay, now we need to add roughly a quarter cup. Nope, just kidding, I'm lying. Roughly a third of a cup of peanut butter. You can use whatever peanut butter you want. Creamy, chunky, doesn't matter. I've done both with this. I happen to have roughly a third of peanut butter left in my Smucker's all natural peanut butter, and I happen to have chunky because I like the texture of it. So I'm just going to use the rest of this bad boy and put it in here. And then, I forgot to do something. Whisk the dry ingredients together first. Am I Midwestern or what? I do that all the time. Now I'm sticking the peanut butter in there. Now I'm not going to measure vanilla. It needs vanilla. You can put a teaspoon, you can put a tablespoon, depending on how vanilla-y you want it to be. If you've seen any of my previous videos, when I'm doing a recipe, a sweet treat that calls for vanilla, I'm going to add extra because I like things to be a little extra vanilla-y. So I'm putting roughly a tablespoon in here. And that's it. Followed by a quarter cup of my unsweetened almond milk. Whatever plant milk you have, quarter cup. And mix it up. I finally have a cookie dough. Like that. I mean, it all kind of comes together. Now to add the final ingredient, which is roughly a half a cup of dark chocolate chips. So I'm going to mix those in. Okay, finally. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees. So I'm going to scoop these out with my fancy cookie scooper. And the trick to make it easier, for easier cleanup and for distribution, get it wet, little cup of water, get it wet. You don't have to use a cookie scooper, it just makes it a little bit easier. Now, because this doesn't have butter or oil, yes, it has the natural oil from the peanut butter, but when you put these on here, they're not going to spread out as they cook. So all I'm going to do, once I have them all on here, is take my freaking finger, put my freaking finger in the water, and flatten these bad boys down just a little bit to have more of a cookie shape. So that's all I'm going to do. Okay, these are ready to go into the oven. Like I said, all I did was flatten them down just a little bit to give them a little bit more of a cookie shape. And also, once again, 350 degrees. I'm going to put these in and let them cook for 10 minutes. And then the worst part is the waiting part. When you take these out of the oven, you have to let them sit for a minimum of 10 minutes, which is what those bad boys are doing, because you can't touch them, otherwise they'll be crumbly and fall apart. When you take them out of the oven, they're still going to cook a little bit on the inside because 350 degrees. I'm going to cook these and take them out and yeah, be right back. So while those are cooking, let me just show you how freaking delicious those look. And these have been, it's about 10 minutes, so. That is delicious. A freaking delicious cookie. With the peanut butter and the chocolate, it's close to a Reese's, but not like a Reese's. It's a freaking delicious peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. I don't know how else to explain it. You're just going to have to make it. If you do, you're going to have to let me know. I'm going to finish cooking those cookies, baking those cookies, and then I have some leftover batter, so I'm going to bake the rest of this if that doesn't just go into my mouth. But I'm going to try to refrain, even though it's freaking delicious. So, like I said earlier, I like to help people. I have been very overweight before, and getting healthy is not about getting skinny. Getting healthy is about getting your blood work in check and reversing any chance of diabetes, getting the brain fog or I should say, getting rid of the brain fog, just getting healthier in general. That's what I learned how to do with food, even including sweet treats like this. I hope you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe, because not only do I have the program coming up that I'm super excited for, I just finished doing up the first part of the program, which is about how to get your mindset in check to cancel out all the diet noise out there and what eating healthy food is actually like. And then the whole second part, there's like 3 or 4 parts to it. Oh God, my mouth is watering for these cookies. I'm so excited. Meal plans and actual grocery lists and super simple baby steps. Anyway, there's stuff down below. Check it out and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Sitting behind me on the counter is a bunch of ingredients for my Italian dinner that I'm going to be making. So that'll be coming out sometime in the next week or so. But I'll be recording it this evening because I'm excited and I'm hungry for it and I know how good it's going to be. Thank you for being here. If you're still here, I appreciate you. Let me know if you make these and how yours turned out. Eat clean, live loud, and I will see you in the next video. I'm going to start over.